You already know what it feels like. You wake up, you look in the mirror, and something just doesn't sit right. Not necessarily because of how you look, but because of how you feel. Heavy, tired, like your body is working against you instead of for you. And the worst part is not that you haven't tried. You have tried. You have tried the hour-long workouts, the gym memberships, the early morning routines that lasted exactly 4 days before life got in the way, and every time you stopped, there was this quiet little voice that whispered, "Maybe you just don't have what it takes." I want you to know that voice is wrong, and I want to show you exactly why in the next 10 minutes. Here's what nobody tells you. Your body doesn't need hours, it needs the right signal, and once you send it that signal, consistently, even for just 10 focused minutes, something shifts. Not gradually, dramatically. We're talking strength you can feel when you carry groceries. Energy that doesn't crash by 2 in the afternoon. A body that starts moving like it actually belongs to you again. And we're going to cover exactly how to do that today, step by step, in the simplest way possible. Before we get into the workout itself, I have to tell you something important. If you've been watching this and thinking you want something more structured, more guided, more personalized to your specific situation, we do have related programs linked down below in the video description. They're genuinely powerful and a lot of people have transformed their lives through them. But I'll be honest with you, most people will scroll right past that link. They'll tell themselves they'll come back to it later. Later never comes. So if that sounds like something you want, just know it's there. Now let's talk about what's about to change for you. The reason most workouts fail you isn't your commitment. It's the design. Long workouts trigger something in your brain called decision fatigue. The longer you have to keep going, the more your mind looks for an exit. But a 10-minute workout? Your brain can commit to that before the resistance even kicks in. And here's the physiological truth. When you combine the right movements in the right sequence, your body enters what researchers call an elevated metabolic state that continues burning for hours after you stop. You do 10 minutes of this, and your body is working for you for the rest of the day. That is the math that changes everything. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine 2 months from now you haven't spent a single hour in a gym. You haven't changed your entire schedule. You haven't followed some extreme diet. But you've done this 10-minute sequence consistently, and your clothes fit differently. Not just a little, noticeably. You're walking differently, standing differently. You feel this quiet, steady confidence that wasn't there before. People start saying things to you. They can't quite name what changed, but they feel it. And you know exactly what it was. 10 minutes, done right, every single day. Here is the workout. 6 movements, no equipment, just you, some floor space, and 10 minutes you actually have. Movement 1, squat pulses. You're going to stand with your feet shoulder width apart, lower into a squat, and pulse up and down in a small range at the bottom of the movement. Not bouncing, controlled, small deliberate movements, 45 seconds. This lights up your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings all at once. It's one of the most efficient lower body activators that exists. Your legs are going to feel it immediately. Movement 2, push up to shoulder tap. You go down into a push-up position, push up, and then tap your right hand to your left shoulder. Then your left hand to your right shoulder. That's 1 rep. Keep your core tight. Your hips should barely move. 45 seconds. This hits your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, and your entire core at the same time. This is 2 exercises compressed into 1, which is exactly the kind of efficiency that makes 10 minutes feel like 40. Movement 3, reverse lunge with a knee drive. Step 1 foot back into a lunge, push back up, and drive that knee toward your chest at the top. Switch legs, 45 seconds per side. This builds single leg strength, fires up your hip flexors, and challenges your balance in a way that forces your core to stabilize constantly. Every rep is working more muscles than it looks like. Movement 4, plank to downward dog. Start in a forearm plank, push up to hands, then press your hips back and up into a downward dog position, stretching through your spine and hamstrings. Then come back to plank. 45 seconds. This is where people always feel something unexpected. You're building core endurance, shoulder stability, and actively releasing tension in your back and hamstrings at the same time. This is recovery and strength in one movement. Movement 5, glute bridge pulse. Lie on your back, feet flat, hip width apart. Drive your hips up into a bridge position and pulse. Small, fast movements at the top, 45 seconds. Your glutes are the most powerful muscle group in your body. When they're weak, your back compensates. When they're strong, everything works better. Pain reduces, posture improves, energy increases. This one movement has a ripple effect through your entire body. Movement 6, mountain climbers. Hands under your shoulders, drive your knees alternately toward your chest as fast as you can maintain control. 45 seconds. This is where your heart rate climbs, where your body enters that elevated metabolic state we talked about. Your core is bracing, your legs are driving, your cardiovascular system is pushing hard. By the time this ends, your body has gone through every major muscle group and every energy system. Rest 10 seconds between each movement, do the full circuit twice. Total time, 10 minutes. That's it. Now here's where the discomfort usually shows up. Not in the workout itself, but in the belief that something this simple can work. Your brain has been conditioned to think that more is always better. More time, more equipment, more suffering equals more results. That's not science. That's just the fitness industry selling you complexity. The truth is, the people getting the most dramatic results right now aren't doing 2-hour sessions. They're doing short, precise, consistent work that sends a clear signal to the body, and then they let the body respond. And the body always responds. Think about what you're spending right now on gym memberships you barely use, on programs you started and abandoned, on energy drinks just to get through the afternoon. The cost of not taking your fitness seriously isn't just money. It's the low-grade frustration that follows you through the day. It's the exhaustion that makes everything harder. It's the decade-from-now version of you that looks back and wishes you had started sooner. 10 minutes a day is not a big ask, but the return on those 10 minutes, in energy, in confidence, in physical transformation, is enormous. 2 weeks of this and you'll feel something shift. 4 weeks and you'll see it. 8 weeks and the people around you will see it. Your body is not broken. It's not stubborn. It has simply been waiting for the right signal. And now you have it. But I want to be honest with you about something. This workout is powerful. This information is real. And doing this on your own, with no structure, no progression, no accountability, you can absolutely make progress. Some people will. But the gap between knowing something and actually doing it consistently, that gap is where most people stay stuck. If you know yourself and you know that you need more, that you need a structured path forward, that you want something built specifically around real transformation and not just surface-level tips, the programs we have linked below in the video description exist exactly for that reason. They are not for everyone. They are for the person who is genuinely ready, who is done dabbling, who wants to do this once and do it right. If you are that person, do not let another day pass. Go to the description right now and look at what we have for you. Not tomorrow. Right now. Because you've already waited long enough, and the version of you that's possible on the other side of that decision is worth far more than one more moment of hesitation.